Sir, kaka-interview ko lang sa inyo and you
Opo.
were vocally for the death penalty.
Yes.
And Congressman Atienza here says you're the only one actually who's pro-life and pro-death penalty. Would you like to
No,
comment on that?
that's not right. Senator Tito Soto is also pro-life, but he is also pro-death penalty.
Okay, that's just the two of you versus about
Yes, yes,
320.
yes, yes, yes.
Okay, so the main point that they're driving at is wala naman daw epekto ang death penalty sa pagdideter ng crime. Ano po bang pinanghahawakan ninyong data, sir, na magpapatunay na meron ngang magagawang kabutihan ang death penalty?
Well, wala pa akong maaari sa inyong bigay na data dyan, no? And we will secure the data because I know for a fact it was during my time in 2004 when the death penalty law was actually repealed, no? And I stood against the repeal of the death penalty law. Now I gave a warning that you repeal that, you take away one of the deterrent to crime. Now you are going to see a resurgence of crime. Now I think that looking at that, no, I do not even need to have a data on that. But looking from the time of 2004 until today, palagay ko everybody would agree to what I'm trying to say that we have more killing. We have more killing. We have extrajudicial killings. We have massacres that have that we experienced from 2000, from the time they repealed the penal law until today.
Pero sir, they will say, of course, the critics will say that your impression is just what it is. It's an impression. And stories are just basically anecdotal. There's really no data to speak of.
Well, yes, I think that to say it's anecdotal would be perhaps presumptuous. No, I think that we only have to open our eyes and to realize, for example, like the Maguindano massacre. For example, like the human rights accusation to the Philippine National Police and Armed Forces in extrajudicial killings. All right. Now, I do believe that we ought to do everything we can to deter crime. And the death penalty is one of those that would deter crime. Now, I might not be able to have the data today, but I assure you, we're going to study it. We're going to study further and later on give you the data of a lot of things that happened in the past since the repeal of the death penalty law.
Congressman Robbie Alampay po of Business World, I think one question here, I mean, without drawing any conclusions yet, but taking your last point, isn't that precisely the point? Why not just start with what you said na, oo nga, pag-aralan natin, let's get the data first.
Yeah.
No, I mean, why?
Well, that's right.
No, why should there be any pressure for any congressman to take a position on capital punishment right now when, as you said, actually the first thing we have to do is just get the data?
Why do you always want to base it on data? We can see it every day anyway.
Because we would like to think that our policymakers are using evidence to make wise policy.
Well, I think that the easiest way for us is to be able to get the data in the Philippine National Police. And I think it's easier to do that, and you're going to find out that what I'm saying is true.
Okay.
Well, Congressman Abante, si Ed Lingao. Sir, I'd like to think that all legislation is based on, I suppose, pagtitimbang, yung pros and cons
That's right.
involving everything. But in this particular case of the death penalty, you're looking at the pro, I suppose, would be yung possibility of deterrence, which has not been proven yet, even by your own admission. We still have to wait for the data. Versus yung possibility of wrong convictions, given our justice system. Sa pagtitimbang po ninyo, hindi ba mas matimbang yung posibilidad na mas malaking krimen ang mangyari pag merong conviction at wrongful death.
Well, that is the concern of some, no? Pero, marami naman tayong mechanism to be able to prevent that from happening. Of course, I cannot say 100% na wala yun, no? Pero the thing is this, why is it that the president has been really harping on the death penalty issue? Why? Because he knows the data. Being a lawyer, being a prosecutor at one time, he knows what's happening, and he's the president. Now, even before President Duterte became president, I've always been consistent in my stand for a death penalty.
Yes, sir.
Even during the time where our president GMA is against it, and I'm with the majority. I am in support of President GMA, but I still stood against the repeal of the death penalty.
Yes, sir. Sir, but when you spoke about the president being for the death penalty, you mean you're putting your full trust and confidence in the president and whatever information he has, that
Well, not really
whatever
full
data
trust
he
and
has.
confidence. Not really full trust and confidence, but more of a personal conviction. More of a personal conviction that the death penalty is a very good deterrent to crime.